Hello guys, and welcome to Epic Mentorship. In today's video I want to share with you some top 5 free apps that comes with Windows 11. We all know that Windows 11 has just been released last month on the 5th of October, and there are a lot of free features that it came with. Although some of them are not really new, but they have been greatly enhanced and improved in terms of the content and the performance. So the first on the list is the clock and focus time. Okay, so you can just the clock app, which is just appearing as if it is a simple app. You can see it by just typing on clock. It appears very simple, but there are lots of improvements as regards this very simple app. Now you can have the focus session, which you can set yourself to productive hour or set of productive minutes, maybe 60 minutes or less, or even higher. You can go up to as many hours as you want if you want to remain concentrated on to finish a particular task. So you can have series of breaks depending on how much time you want to spend. Maybe if you are spending 90 minutes, this is going to be 2 breaks for you, and you can skip breaks if you so wish. So setting up this, and you can bring up your to-do list over here. All you need is just to sign up with your Microsoft account, and you'll be able to access your to-do list and even save them as you accomplish them. So over here you can see your daily goals and the previous day and the streak for the days. Okay, you can see how much hours you have left and how much of your tasks you have been able to complete. And if you have Spotify account, you can easily bring it in, and you can be able to enjoy some music and videos while you are performing your very simple tasks. So this is about focus session. You just set up your time, you select the kind of music you want to play around, and then you can follow through your to-do lists. And once you say start the focus session, it's going to start this focus session for you until you finish your task. There's not going to be any distraction. This is going to guide you through until you finish, and then you can click and say finished. And by this, you are going to be much more productive. You even have time for yourself, have time for other things as well. You have the timer button over here. You have series of timer. You can use 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or thereabout, according to your liking. Once you hit the start button here, it's going to start. This is a 1 minute countdown. Okay, once it's 1 minute, it's going to stop, and you can have up to 10 minutes or thereabout. You have the alarm also. You can set according to your liking. You can enable this, and you can set the timing from Monday to Friday to Sunday, and you can see the alarm you can set at any given time. For example, you can set this for Monday, repeat alarm. You can set the type of music you want and how much delay you want. Maybe it's snooze after 10 minutes or thereabout, or 20 or 1 hour. Okay, accordingly. Once you are done setting the alarm, you save, and it's going to alarm you appropriately. So then you have this stopwatch. This is kind of default. Once you click on start, it's going to start immediately, and you can see you can measure how much time you have spent on a task or thereabout. Okay, so you have the wall clock. When you are connected to the internet, this can navigate to any location, and it can give you the timing at that time at that location within the map of the world. So this is about the first app, which is which is free and is very fantastic. It's been improved greatly, and I believe when you use it, you're going to like it. So try it and see the benefit for yourself. The second app that we are going to consider today is the calculator. Calculator looks so simple also here. You can see it looks so simple, but there are lots of enhancement and improvements to this very simple calculator. So this is the standard view. For example, it kind of looks simple. There are so many things over here, over this small open navigation, this hamburger menu. Once you click on it, you can see it can bring in scientific calculator. It can make it scientific, and you have the function also to enable graphing. This can enable graphing, so it can plot the graph of any function that you want. For example, I can put y is equal to x squared. All right, so once y equal to x squared and I hit enter, it's going to give me that particular graph. And you can print or put in any kind of graph of your choice. You can enter another one, and you can see the graphing very nicely. So much improvement to this. You can enter programmer mode. You can write programs over here, and you can do date calculation. You can enable from maybe in the 1st November 2021 to let's say December 8, 2022. 2021 to December 8, 2021, how much time do you have in between? It can tell you it's 1 month, 1 week, 1 month, 1 week, in total 37 days. So this is another very interesting feature. You have currency conversion over here. You can check and you can convert any currency you like. So you can check from here. This is Turkish lira, this is Tunisia dinar, and you can see the equivalent in, you can see the equivalent in euro. You can just search maybe 8 European Tunisia dinar. This is the equivalent. So it updates, it gives the latest updates according to this timing and date. Okay, so when you come back, you can see so much. You can do currency conversion, you can do volume conversion, you can do length, weight and mass, temperature, energy, area, speed, time, and so much more. So much. You can just attempt anything. Temperature, you can change to from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You can just check 7 Fahrenheit is equal to this Celsius. So it's kind of very much advanced, and there's so much to learn from it. There's so much to experience. Just try it by installing, and maybe it can help you in 1 or 2 things you're doing. The third app is the snipping tool. I know it existed in Windows 10 and maybe in Windows 8.1, but it has been greatly enhanced and improved. So to get to snipping tool, all you need to do is to come to the start menu and click on and search for snipping tool. Okay, you can see snipping tool over here, and this is this platform. You can click to create a new snip, or you can use this shortcut key. You can press the Windows logo plus Shift plus S to start snipping. So for example, if I want to snip on this, screen, I just need to press Windows plus Shift plus S, and it will trigger the snip. So once it triggers the snip, I can select anywhere and I can snap just like that. And once I leave it, I can find the snip over here at the top bottom left. So you can click and you can see the image that you've just taken. Okay, so this is the platform. After you've taken a snip, you can see the snip. So over here you can edit, you can write with a ball pen. Okay, once you click on this, it's activated. You can write, and you can use the marker, the highlighter. Okay, you can use the highlighter to highlight anything. So all you need to do is to click on the small arrow, and you can select the color of your choice. You can select any color. You can increase or decrease the pen tip size. Once you're satisfied with it, you can just write anything. You can see we're using the yellow color, and you can erase if you want. You can erase accordingly, and you can use the ruler to draw anything. For example, now I can draw something on the ruler. Okay, and it will help you to draw correctly, and you can do so much. This is touch writing. You can do cropping. You can crop this image by holding on the edges. All right, you can crop accordingly, and once you're done, you click on this OK, and it's selected. You can do undo, you can redo, you can save this image directly outside to anywhere. You can copy, you can share with your friends, and down here you have other options that you can play around. You can open a file, you can open with something, a given app, you can print, you can check other settings as well. All right, and down here you have the option to get back to snipping mode and snap again. So you have the new snipping as it is. So once you're done, you can save, and let's say we close this, don't save, and this is, we're back to the snipping. You can do different kind of snip over here. You can do rectangle mode. This is rectangle mode as we just tried. You can click on this drop down, and you can see you can do rectangle mode, you can do Windows mode, you can do full screen mode, you can do even free mode. You can snap accordingly as you hover over it to just select the areas you want to snap. That's free form mode, and you have the option to delay to over a particular seconds for you to start snipping. So let's say we can delay for 3 seconds, and we click on start new, and you can just wait, and in 3 seconds you see the snipping starts, and you can just snip around and you have it for yourself, and you can go ahead and edit, and then you can save. So much improvement to the snipping tool, and it's very, very fantastic and interesting. Try it because the images are of high quality and good look and very good resolution. The next app that I think has been greatly improved is the Edge. Edge happens to come as a default browser on Windows 11. So it's a default browser, so a lot of improvement has been brought into Edge. For example, the first one that I would like to share with you is the immersive reader. So once I select any part of this text and I right click, I can say open selection in immersive reader. Okay, so once you click on this, it's going to open in Immersive Reader. Now the advantage with Immersive Reader is that it's an uninterrupted platform or reader that you have less distraction and very good coloration, and you can customize to your liking. Okay, so let's try to read aloud.
World, humans rely on animals for food, fiber, labor, and companionship.
That's fantastic. So you can even have the computer read for you. Okay, so you can change a lot in the text. You can change the text preferences. Once you click, you can change the text size. Okay, over here you can increase or decrease the size accordingly, and you can come over here to enable text spacing. So once you click on it, the spacing is going to be enabled, and you can come back and change the font size to Calibri, to Sitka, and Comic Sans, and any one of them you can try to see. Okay, to adjust to experience it. You can see it has changed. You can change the text column style. You can make it this narrow, you can make it much wider or completely wide. So you can make it narrow, and this is the narrow one. And you can change the page themes. For example, now it's set to black, you can change it to white. Okay, and you can change it to this yellow, and I think it kind of looks cool over here, and maybe this one. And you have the option to check on more themes over here. You can change to yellow completely or to this coloration accordingly as you so wish. So down here you have the option to check the grammar tools. You can enable the syllables, and you will be able to see it how it is distributed, and you could check and enable to see the nouns. Okay, you can see the nouns, you can see the verbs. Once we enable within this text, you see the verbs, you see the adjectives, you see the adverb, and so on. And down here you have the reading preferences. You can do line focus, so it's just read lines at one line at a time, or you can see this is multiple line, you can read one line at a time, or you can do 2 or 3 lines at a time, and then this is multiple lines to read the whole thing. Okay, so once you enable line focus, this is what you have. And you have the option to also do picture dictionary. As you hover over the picture, it's going to read it, or it's going to tell you what this picture is all about, and you can translate to any language down here. Microsoft Edge had been greatly enhanced with the advent of the Immersive Reader. Another feature that I saw that is very interesting that has been greatly improved in the Edge is the turn on the vertical tabs. Once you come over to the top left corner, you can see this small icon. You click on it and you can turn on the vertical tabs. Once you click on this, it's going to turn your tabs as they are on the horizontal now to vertical, and you can see them accordingly. Once you hit on this, it's going to be a new tab, and you can hover over and move around within the other tabs as well. And you have the option to kind of increase or decrease the sizing as you so wish. Okay, but this is kind of a very fantastic feature that you can easily use on Microsoft Edge. So the vertical tab is a very interesting one. If you want to take it back to horizontal tabs, all you need to do is to come back to the same icon, click on it and say turn off, and you're back to the way it used to look. And the fifth app that I noticed that have been greatly enhanced and improved, even the looks had been greatly improved, is the Paint app. Okay, so you can come to the start menu here and you can see Paint app over here, or you can search for it, Paint app. Okay, you can just search Paint app and you can see it. Even by mere looking at the image, you know it has been greatly enhanced and improved. Okay, so you can open it and you can see from the looks that a lot has changed, even the way it looks. Now at the top here you have the option to go to file, create new file, open an existing file. You can save as so you can save picture in PNG, JPEG, BMP, GIF, and other formats. You can check to see other formats as well. So once you come to the drop down, you can see other format like H and TIFF, and all this you can save a picture with that format. So let's say we try to bring in a picture and let's see what we can do. And now in this improved version, you can see we have the ruler. You can enable it and disable it if you so wish. From the view icon here, you can disable ruler and you can enable grid lines also. So you can have grid line for ease of location of points and for ease of navigation within the Paint. Okay, so let's say we try to, and you can see all around the clipboard there are some features. You can now paste directly or import directly. So you can come to, let's say, pictures, and let's say we import this picture into this. All right, so you have the option to either zoom in or zoom out. You can play around with the image or any photo of your choice. So let's say we disable the grid lines and you can see clearly the image. you can zoom out from here so you can see it in a smaller format. You have the option to rotate over here. You can rotate it to an angle 90 degrees right, 90 degrees left, and 180, any one of your choice. And you have other options like resize the photo. You can resize it to fit in any screen. Okay, so you can resize it to any size of your choice, to according to pixels or percentages accordingly. And down here you have the tools to write. Okay, you can bring in text to it and you can type easily, and you have options now to play around with the font size, different color. You could bold, you could italize, and you can underline and do so much, even strike through, and you can do so much alignment and background fill. Okay, so you can change the background fill and you can include the background fill within the text. So you can see the text over here. You can just increase the size. Right now it's set to 11. You can bring it to 24 or do something higher so that you can see it bigger. So up here you have the option to select a color picker. You can pick a color and you can make a particular place that color. You can use the pen over here to write, and you can use the eraser, and you have the option to enable the fill. And down here you have the brushing. Okay, so once you're on the picture, you can use the brush. You can select any kind of brush of your choice, and you have the option to bring in different kind of shapes into your image, and you can edit, and you have different sizes as regards writing with the brushes and all. And you have the option to bring in different colors into it. You can bring in you can select a particular place, and you can use the color picker. The color picker picks the existing color right now, or you can bring in any color. Okay, you have the option to bring in any kind of colors you want. Accordingly, you can just select, or you can come down here to customize a given color of your choice, and you can navigate around to select. So once you're done selecting, you can enable it and you can paint it. You can make it appear over there. You can select this, for example, and you can pick a color. You can select the size of the brush. You can pick a color, and then you can write over here. You can write accordingly, according to your content, according to what you want to do. So a lot has been improved, a lot has been enhanced. Over here you can save directly, or you can undo or redo, and so much to look at. Take a look at it and see the improvements, and you can just come over here and say save as, and you want to save it in PNG, you can save it in PNG or other colors as well, or you can save it in 256 color bitmap or any one of your choice. So once you're done, you can just name it, say the navigation point, where do you want to save it, and then you give it a name, and you're free to save just like that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is just the improvement in the 5 apps I noticed in Windows 11. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, and remember to always hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.